that I'm going to rebuild, the travel trailer that yeah, I got headphones on because I got a ghetto set up here, but I'm gonna build up this travel trailer so I can use it for camping in certain areas in the state. Now it's pretty rough. As you can see, I dug out a bunch of the stuff here, and I'm going to try to make it better. It doesn't have to be perfect because it is a camper trailer that is a 1978 Prowler, I believe it is. I bought it for 800 bucks, and I'm going to turn it into a nice little trailer for camping. As you see, I got the roof. I was digging everything out, and it's kind of windy, so if you hear a little wind swirling around, that's why, because I'm out here on my property and it's windy today. It's very windy today. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on the air. I haven't been on the air in quite some time. The van was in Florida, and it's been sitting out there for a while, and I finally got it back here. The other van that I got, Ace, my work van, is down there, so I got to go back and get it. And I'll probably end up building that out or doing something with it here when I get it here. This trailer was going to be a food trailer, but I decided not to do that. I was going to try to sell hot wings, coffee, something like that out of it, so I can, revenue to build my vans and work on some stuff that I want to, some projects I want to have or get, or whatever you want to say. It's a mess. That's all I got to say. This trailer is a mess. I got a little critter running around in it, so I got to figure out where he's at and try to get him out of here. Yesterday I was vacuuming him out and cleaning it up, and they had little droplets in the sink and stuff like that. So I got to find his little butt and get him out of here. You know how that is when you're building an old trailer that's got a lot of openings that needs to be, cleared out. Like I said, yesterday I was doing some vacuuming and cleaning it up, trying to get it, just so I can see what I got to do. And it is a mess. This trailer is a mess. I bought it, like I said, I was going to make hot wings out of it and stuff like that and sell coffee or something like that. But, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just turn it into a camper and have fun with it. Pull it with my van and take it to the places where I can actually, go camping in it and stuff like that. Expedition Astro, I was doing a lot of camping back in 21, 22, 23. And then I ended up kind of scaling back. I wasn't camping as much. And we ended up going all the way to Alaska, which was fun. We dragged my travel trailer all the way to Alaska with my pickup truck. And we came back to Colorado, and we're living our best life. But this travel trailer, I found it on Facebook Marketplace. You know how it is when you looking for stuff. I was looking for a food trailer or something like that, and then I was like, I'll just get a travel trailer and turn it into a food trailer. And I said, I'm not going to work anymore. I'm not going to be a businessman anymore. So I'm just going to turn it into a camper van. Now or camper trailer. Now let me show you around. It's a mess, and you probably say, why are you messing with this thing? But let me turn you around here. As you can see, I'm gutting it out, and it needs some work. I got some new wood down there. I'm gutting it out, and I will be fixing everything, turn it into a nice trailer to camp in, so I can, take it on some adventures with the van and have a good time. The van has a transmission problem, so a transmission and a steering gearbox issue. So I got to fix those two and make it work again. It needs a little bit of TLC because, it's just, I took it all across the country and wore it out. I actually wore it out a little bit, but It needs some new tires. It's sitting right there. Let me show you. You'll see it in the window. Here it is. Just trying to get it to back to normal. Like I said, I got to put new tires on it. I got to get a new transmission. I got to get a new steering gearbox. I was changing out the steering. I changed out the steering, power steering pump. I changed out the lines, everything. And I was like, what is going on? Why I got a power steering leak? And I find out it's the gearbox. So I got to change that out. Once I change that out, I'll be good, and I can actually get it to the point where I can, drive it. I could drive it now, but I needed to get it ready for trips or whatever trips I do in the future. But right now, it's sitting there. I got a new battery for it yesterday, and because it's cold out here, and yeah, you gotta make sure you got enough power to start your car, especially if you ain't got no block heater or nothing like that. So I put a new battery in it, fired it up, drove it around, put grease in it, and we went for a little trip on the road, just around the property and stuff like that, around the neighborhood, if you want to call it that. And he had a blast. He's all happy when he's inside the van. He was real happy. But this van needs some work. I mean, this trailer, I keep calling it a van, but this trailer needs some work. It needs some work. When I bought it from a guy out here, and he was like, yeah, we were going to do something with it. They bought it in Utah, and then I bought it from him. So, yeah, it needs a lot of work. I'm going to turn it into something and hopefully use it, camp in it, take it out, do some camping trips and stuff like that, and enjoy it. The power works. It does have power. I put a generator on it, and it's, lights came on and stuff like that. Some of the plugs don't work. Some of the appliance, there's no refrigerator. What am I trying to call it? The vent over the stove. The vent over the stove didn't come on, so I'm assuming there's something there. So I'm gonna gut it completely. Fix everything that I can. I'm gonna fix it as best as possible. I'm not gonna make it brand new like I see a lot of people doing, trying to make them brand new. This one, it's old. It's a 1978. So I'm not gonna turn it into no Taj Mahal or nothing like that. You know how it is. Time is money. But it costs a lot of money to do that, so I'm not gonna do all that. I'm just gonna make it where I can take it out and enjoy it. Looks like I got another cracked window. I got headphones on because, like I said, I got a ghetto setup. I bought this microphone. You probably can hear me for $16. I think. Testing. $16. Bought the microphone for $19 plus tax. And I was like messing around. Went to the pawn shop. I was buying some crap. Bought a what is that thing? Little charge box, so I can watch television without having any issues with my battery packs and stuff like that. So they can charge, and I can still watch TV and not have to have them, supplying power to the trailer. So basically, things are famous, and I forgot the name of it. What is the name of that? It's in their charger right now. But I bought a little battery pack, a little 200 water, just to support television when we're not trying to burn a lot of electricity, because the trailer burns a lot of electricity, and we're on solar. So you got to make sure that's all good. Now, I did buy something. I saw something online on YouTube, I think it was, or Facebook. I don't know what it was, but hot tubs out of IBC totes. I'm gonna be doing that. I got 2 of them, so I'm gonna make them 2 IBC tote hot tubs. Once I I don't know where I'm gonna put them, but I'm gonna build them out, put them out, because it gets cold out here, so it'll be kind of cool to be outside and Hopefully it ain't windy like it is. But be outside, 2 hot tubs, chilling, drinking a Coors Light or a Coors or Budweiser. But like I said, this thing has a critter in it, a little rodent, and he probably comes and goes. He's probably in here somewhere, I don't know where, but gotta find him and get him out of here because he's a nuisance, as you know. But just wanted to come online, come live. I haven't been on making any videos in quite some time. Just throwing up spots here and there, and trying to keep the channel alive. I haven't really worked on the channel like I used to. I used to put videos up quite a bit back in the day. Didn't get a lot of subscribers, don't got a lot of followers and stuff like that, but that's okay. That's okay. Excuse me. That's okay. Did get a job in the local area, and I'm still working. Well, it's not really local. It's quite far from here. Yeah, I need to clean this up. There's some crap down here. What is that? Yeah, that little fucker. Little suckers. But anyway, yeah, I got a job, and you know, doing good with that, and trying to grow there, so I can always, you know, pay for my trips. There is, I wanted to go to that event, Peace, Love, and Vans, I think it was called, but can't do it. Gotta get my van ready first before I start taking on more trips. Or yeah, more trips. It's in the west here, in the western area, so I would like to go to one of those one day. You know, kind of chill and talk man stuff. I'm spinning around, so I'm just looking at right I got. Yeah, like I said, I was doing a bunch of cleaning. I got vacuum cleaners in here. There's the other one right there. And vacuumed the floor. I took all the roof out because, as you can see, the wood's kind of dark. Needs to be replaced. So I'm going to do that piece at a time. I have to, if you look over in that area there, I'm going to gut all that out and put a new piece in there, and then I'm going to replace this right here, because if I can replace this, get all these cross beams replaced, and I can work the walls. So it's going to be a lot of work. And like I said, I'm not going to make it into a Taj Mahal. It's just going to be a regular, just a camping trailer to take out on events and whatnot with the van. And I'm just looking around, but yeah, get you one. Like I said, this is a classic. It's a 1978. I don't know what the brand, Prowler. I know it's a Prowler, but I can't think of the name of the actual brand. But it's a tandem axle. That's 2 axles. That's what a tandem axle means. Tandem axle trailer and they're kind of short wheelbase, but it's got a little stove right here. It's windy. It's windy, y'all. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm sliding that cheap ass mic, but it's got a little bit of cabinet space already. It did have a bathroom, but the person I bought it from, I think he just took it out. Cabinets there. It's got cabinets over there. Cabinets over there. So, and a stove. It's like a 3-burner stove with, you know, a buckle up. Put your stuff up. But it's a Magic Chef. You know, back in the day with Magic Chef and Whirlpool and Maytag, they used to make all the products. Now it's LG, and who knows? Who knows who it is? But yeah, there's a lot of rot. But this is a metal shell trailer. It's not a wood exterior, it's a metal shell trailer. So when I take all this stuff out up here and dig it all out, almost dropped you. When I dig it all out, it will you know, it'll be clean and safe. I just started tearing it apart and got most of it. As you can see, it's kind of rotted over there, but that's all going to be replaced. Once I get the roof situated, then I'm going to start working on the walls and then rebuilding those from the inside out instead of tearing the whole wall out and trying to make it from the outside in. I'm going to do it from the inside out. There's a lot of the wood is just old and rotted, so I'm going to clean all that up and make it better. You probably can hear me better as I move towards the microphone. I do have the microphone. I should have it in my hand so you can actually hear what I'm saying. But there's a little dining area, cabinetry. That was a shower, as you can see. This was that's where the fridge was. The furnace, the hot box, all the tanks underneath. I tore all that out. I'm throwing it away, and all this stuff was in it. They were trying to rebuild it into something, but it didn't work. Didn't work out. Let's go open this cabinet. See, cabinets, but they just need to be cleaned out. It's amazing what critters or rodents will do. How they will get into anything and make a home out of it, or try to. If you got any questions or anything like that, just let me know. Let me get this out of the way. Let's go back. Don't know what that was. I was hitting some buttons that I didn't need to be. But there's cabinets underneath there. Oh, let's go back. You can't see it because I got a box right here. But it's right there. And there's nothing there. It's just this is the actual bed area. Oh, it's telling me to move the camera right. But this is the actual sleeping area right there. There's a piece right here. You can kind of see the leg right there. It slides out and it makes a bed. You take all your pillows that you got over here on the kitchen, and I don't know if you can hear me on both sides, but for some reason it didn't sound right. Let me make sure it's right. But you take all your pillows, of course, just like in any travel trailer. In our RV, you take the pillows and use them as your pads for your bed. But if you look, it's kind of rotted. You know how they put these together. So it's going to be rebuilt, turned into the best thing that has ever happened. And like I said, I got a cheap setup here. That's why I'm wearing headphones. And as the channel hopefully gets better, I'll get better, you know, just like everybody. Keep going. I'll figure it out. But yeah, looking at this, the cross beams on this trailer, they got metal plates every so often, so I'll probably work those first and then get the rest. Do one at a time. I have to dig all this stuff out and then put new wood in there, because looking up underneath, it's pretty bad. See that wall right there? I'm going to gut that out, and then you can see up in there. 1978 mold. There's probably some asbestos up in there. No, I'm just kidding. I paid $800 for this, and it's probably too much. But the guy had $800 worth of tires on it, so I was like, I'll go ahead and buy it for $800. No biggie. Floor seems okay. Doesn't feel spongy or nothing like that. Don't feel like it's rotted, but the roof and the side walls and stuff like that, interior wise, is rough. Like I said, it's a metal shell, so it's not a wood shell with some cheap plywood on it. It's actually metal paneling on the outside attached to the wood on the inside. So, well, I guess they're all like that, or maybe not. Got a hammer in here, but this thing tows like a champ. You don't even know it's back there. It's so smooth towing it. And when I towed it with my old truck, I have a new truck. It's over there. when I towed it with my old truck, it was, I didn't even know it was back there. I'm gonna be honest. It was snowing that day, and my truck was a 2-wheel drive, so I had to go up a massive pass to get it, and then come back over that pass again to come back. But I believe it's worth it. It's worth what I paid for it, because that's what I wanted to pay, and I'm good with it. But gonna make it work, as they all do. The guy that told me, he said some lady wanted to buy that. She was wondering if it, they could tow it to her. He was like, dude, I'm not gonna tow it. You come and get it. Give me $800 and you can come and get it. But anyway, okay, let's talk about the van. The van needs some work. Like I said, it needs a new transmission. It needs a new steering gearbox. That's what's leaking the power steering fluid. Power steering is brand new. I put a new one in. I put a new hydro boost in it, which the hydro boost, I thought was leaking. The lines, I replaced both lines. For some reason, I didn't look at the steering gearbox. The steering gearbox is leaking. And I mean, it's leaking bad. You put fluid in it, and then it wants to come out like almost as fast as you put it in. So, yeah, that was a waste of. No, it wasn't a waste. New stuff is always good stuff. I feel that when I put the motor in, when I swapped the engine and the transmission from the first trip, I'm realizing I need to put a transmission cooler on it. I don't have that hooked up, and the transmission is overheating and burning up. So and another thing, I bought transmissions from salvage yards. Like the first one was out of the van, which I still have, and then the other one was I got out of a salvage yard, and I was like, well, I'll keep this one, and when I need to replace it, I'll just have that one rebuilt. And then I'll have two. So if something goes wrong with the one, I'll just have another one. And it's in Florida, of course. So I need to get that here also, and then buy a new one, and then have that one rebuilt as a backup, because spare parts is always good. It's always good to have spare parts, because if you have spare parts, you can fix the thing real quick. If you don't have spare parts, you're sitting there waiting to buy a transmission. And we got a lot going on here on the property. We're trying to get stuff done. So I just can't believe that sucker's in here somewhere. I'm gonna have to put some traps out so he can come up and find his life stuck to a trap. Don't know where he's at. He's in here somewhere. But anyway, it's like amazing. It's really cold out here, and I'm shocked these things can live out here. They're, unless I missed it. I don't think I did, but you never know. You never know. But what time is? I don't even know what time it is. I'm talking on this thing. But yeah, the van, like I said, the van needs some work, and hopefully I can get that done soon so I can do some trips this summer coming up, because I miss my trips, I miss my camp outs, stuff like that. And I trekked across the country in 21, I want to say, and I really took videos of it, but I didn't put it out like that. I just kind of made a video and put it up on YouTube, and then after that it was just like, and then I did another one. I got like 200 something videos, but I didn't really, take the time to make them really good. And as you see me walking around, I'm probably making you dizzy. I'll stop walking, but yeah, this thing needs some work. It needs some work. It's in pretty bad shape. It's windy outside. Let's go in the shed, y'all. Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. As the wind's taking the door away. Step on this little step. Yep, it's windy. Yep, it's windy. I'm gonna go into the shed. Okay, here we go. We're inside the shed. We'll get into the shed. Okay, here we go. We're in the shed. Got my diesel heater going. Let me turn the lights on. Diesel heater is just to keep the shed warm so I don't freeze up everything. I got two totes in here, and that's my water supply here on the property. So I got to make sure they're nice and toasty. I got some ghetto setup that I built. Let me show you. It's a little messy. Don't judge me. This shed kind of filled up quick. You know, oh, jackery. That's it. I see the little jackery right here. I'm trying to charge that bad boy up so I can use it maybe later tonight when I'm sleeping. But when I'm sleeping. But yeah, I made this water setup. That's my diesel heater being screaming behind you. But I made my water setup so I can actually flow water to the trailer. I put a water pump. Let me show you that. Bought that water pump. Got that accumulator. It runs off of, it looks like a mess, but it works. 2 batteries. A Jupiter right there. And it runs outside. So basically, you know, when I want to fill the trailer, I hook up a couple of hoses and a filter and push water into my trailer. Now in the summertime, I don't have to take the hose apart because the hose freezes up if you leave it outside, and it freezes up in the trailer. So I basically disconnect it so I can actually not freeze up. So when I'm putting water in the trailer, I pump it in, I'm using the phone as like a guide. I pump the water in to the trailer from the shed, and then I blow all the water out of the pipes so it doesn't freeze up. I don't turn the water pump on in the trailer at night or when I'm not using it. And I open the valve, open the sink to let the water out of the lines, because once you leave water in there, those lines, and it gets cold, it's gotten like below, like 12, 13 below zero, and you're sitting there going, I ain't got no water. My backup with that is I have a 5-gallon tank or 5-gallon water jug, or what you want to call it, inside the trailer. Fill that up, and that's a backup. So if it does freeze, we have something, you know, we can drink some water or, you know, cook or whatever. Can't wash dishes, but we've had one day since, you know, the water froze up, and that was it. Right now I got the 2 septic totes in here so they don't freeze up, so I can take them and dump them. Yeah, I have to dump into the tanks, get them in my truck, take them to a dump and dump them. I don't have a septic here on the property as of yet, so we're trying to get situated so we can actually start getting things built in the summertime. So, but anyway, yeah, I have 2 36-gallon totes, and basically what I do is I empty them into the totes and then get them into the truck, and then I take that to the dump and I dump both of them or one of them. Sometimes I transfer from one to the next so I don't have to lift them up into the truck. They're pretty heavy. 36 gallons ain't easy, so that's a lot of weight. But yeah, that's how the process. The other one, I have a IBC tote for the dishwater from the dishes, and I basically pump that into the IBC tote that is outside, and I don't care if it freezes because I'm gonna use that for water ring things, trees and stuff like that. But that's just, saving water and dump it. Now the water, I have to buy it. I do buy it from the town. And I actually bought like 3,000 gallons, but I only got 2,200 left. 2,200 gallons left. So that's the way I do that. I just try to re-ration it pretty well. You'll be amazed how much water you save when you're not in the city, plugged into the grid. You save a lot. You don't use water like you do when you have to basically sparingly use your water. So I use 550 gallons probably in a month, and that is really stretching it. I don't let them go too low, but the water's treated. It is from the city, and you go get, not out of nobody's, house, not like that. It's actually from the city, and you go get your gallons. There's a lot of people out here that do it because there's no water out here unless you got a well, and you might not have that. So you have to use cisterns and stuff like that to actually, make that happen. But we live off of basically 3 Anchor batteries, and they do well. They struggle a little bit. We have to ration power sometimes. We don't just go straight out, and we got the microwave going, AC running. The trailer is a 12-volt trailer, so it actually runs itself for most of the day, and then at night you got to turn the power on, and then boom, you're running off of the actual batteries. The Anchors are not cheap. That's all I got to say about that. So if you want one, you better save up your dollars. But I got the Solex F3800, the Solex, I want to call it the BF3800. It's the battery pack, BP 3800. Then I got a F2600. So they are what powers the house and keeps us running. So, and then I bought a little $60 Jackery. That was the most cheapest thing I purchased, is the Jackery. But yeah, the RV runs off of those 3 batteries and the internet and all that good stuff, the fun things. But most of the batteries, I got 2, marine batteries. They survive. Let's put it that way. I got a wind turbine out here, and that supplies. It doesn't supply what it advertised. I'll tell you that much. But at night when the sun ain't out, it does pump a little bit of juice in there if the wind's blowing hard. I got one solar panel with one 100-watt solar panel that is running. You hear the diesel heater running there. 100-watt solar panel that most of the time is giving me 100 watts, like about 90 watts when the sun is out. And it powers those 2 marine batteries that keeps the diesel heater running basically 24/7 right now, since it's so cold. Yeah, it runs it 24/7. This diesel heater's been going for days. So Vivor, hats out, hats down to you, bow down to you, whatever. When I don't have enough power, I basically have 2 generators. I'll run the generators, and I used to have to turn off the power to run the generator and just hook up the trailer to the generator. But since I got this 2600, it has pass-through, so I could actually hook the trailer to that because I got 2 cables, and then run the generator, and it'll charge the battery while I'm using it. So it'll just pass through, and it'll just be an inverter for the trailer and then charge itself. So that works out pretty well. Keeps us from freezing to death because it does get cold out here, and keeps us, keeps everything going. But the shed was clean when I first got it. I mean, it was clean, but since I've been out here, it's been pretty rough, and I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna paint the shed get the floor all situated this summer. I got to take these tanks out and redo all my stuff, and then paint the floor, and then I'm gonna put a rubber mat on the floor so it doesn't, I can just sweep it out. We used to have those at in the military. When I was in the military, we had what am I trying to say? We had these mats in our support section where basically you could do whatever and you sweep it up clean. They look good. But yeah. But this is all kind of scattered all over the place. I got wires everywhere. Solar wires coming through the side of the trailer, or the side of the shed, and I have to organize it better, definitely. But it's out here. I'm in there. It's all safe. I got a fire extinguisher. I'm good. Make sure I'm good. But you have when you have solar, you have these solar generators. They are set up as if you have circuit breakers and stuff like that. Now, if you're powering a house, you might have to do something different. But these seem to work very well on their own, independently. They are regulating the power. They regulate what comes in. They regulate what goes out. They don't, it's not like you need a circuit breaker. I see people putting circuit breakers. I'm like, it's already set up like that. It's got a circuit breaker on it. Too much power is coming in, it's going to shut itself off. I've found that out. If it's trying to draw too much power, which that doesn't happen either, those lithium-ion batteries, they are kind of, they can be dangerous. I guess, people are, oh man, they're blowing up in my pocket and stuff like that. But there's certain things that have to happen for that to happen. So, but these things they've been running the trailer for about a year. And yeah, they actually pretty good. Pretty good. Test breaky. But I bought I'm going off subject, I guess. I bought a wind solar hybrid controller. Wind solar hybrid controller. Bought it online. I think I got it on Amazon. Paid a couple $100 for it, and it seems to work very well. I wish I'd have got the one with the Bluetooth capabilities, so you can actually see it, in and out of the house. You don't have to be up on it. So I bought this wind solar hybrid controller, and I'm gonna show you it. It works pretty well. I mean, I only got 52% because I got the lights on right now, but as soon as I turn the lights on, that sucker jumps up. If you look, 3 watts, that's coming out of the wind turbine. The sun is going down, so only got 1 watt coming out of the solar panel. Now, I had this for the wind turbine, but it didn't work too well. It did not work too well. I don't think I was getting any power out of it at all. But wind turbine is good at a point, like at night when the sun's down and the wind's blowing. It's generating some type of power. I'll come in here and the batteries are at 99%, and I'm sitting there going, wow, 99%. No sun, nothing. But yeah, 99%. Full power, and then I turn the lights on, it drops to 52. That means those batteries are pretty wore out, but that's okay. New batteries coming this summer. I don't know if I'm gonna use them anymore, but I need to. They're running the diesel heater, and that, like I said, it runs at 24/7. Those batteries support the diesel heater 24/7, no matter what. I have not turned it off since I bought it. Well, no, I had a couple of times. It shut off because I ran out of gas or ran out of diesel, but it keeps us, ever since the winter, it's been keeping the shed pretty warm, and that's what you need. You don't want everything freezing up. It can be difficult trying to get it unfrozen in the trailer. So, and that's basically what you know, basically what I'm using it for is just to keep the shed warm, so I can keep the, you know, water warm or warmer, because it comes cold when it's coming out of those faucets and they have to heat up. Those tankless water heaters are terrible. So if you're a camper, you got a trailer, unless you got a you know, full-time water heater, those tankless water heaters are terrible. But that's enough for today. I just wanted to talk to everybody and just say, hey, this is what I've been doing. The van is still alive. I got to get it fixed. Got a couple of things I got to work on it. And I might make a video or two, but I'm in here chilling in the shed. I was cleaning it up yesterday, and I need to clean it up more. I got to get these wires situated. It's kind of ghetto, but it works. And I got everything set up so I can survive out here in the middle of nowhere in the wintertime. We've been, like I said, we've been out here since for a minute, and it gets cold. The coldest I've seen here is 22 below, and I'm sitting there going 22 below. Oh my God! And then it has a wind chill factor or whatever, so it's pretty rough sometimes. When I had my diesel truck, one time it wouldn't start. I don't think it gelled up. It could have started gelling up, but I put that was that Rescue 911, which I still have a bottle of it in it, and that worked. I let it sit for a little bit and it started right up. But now I got a gas Ram 1500. Yeah, I said it, Ram 1500. If you got a Ram, congratulations. If you got a Chevy, I got 2 Chevys. If you got a Ford, I used to have Fords. So I've been across the spectrum of American trucks and cars. Never had a foreign car yet. So that's one thing I can, well, you know, I'll take that back. I got my Mini Cooper. But, yeah. But that's all I wanted to say tonight, is just to kind of touch bases. I've been doing absolutely working in the shed, in the property, trying to get it situated, trying to get everything set up, trying to get the van back. I went and got it, you know, all that good stuff. Just working a lot. But if you're not a subscriber, hit that bell, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'll just keep making stupid live videos and hopefully get more people to hang out on the channel. I've been putting videos on YouTube for years. I've actually had another channel with my Vega, and I used to post those videos on the Vega build back in the day. And there's a few that got quite a few, you know, views. But I didn't really, you know YouTube back then like I do now. But I wasn't trying to monetize or anything at all any of this time. I just, you know, hey, let me just try it out and just kind of put videos on my build and stuff like that, my van and all that. And after what, 92 subscribers. 492 subscribers after 5 years. Hey, I'm doing good. I'm doing all right. But I'm spinning around, getting you dizzy. Like I said, like, subscribe, hit that bell, get notification. And hopefully I'll get more viewers on my next live video. Oh, I see people saying hi, hello. Hello. Football 10 said I didn't even see that. I didn't even know that existed until just now. Let's see, that's it pretty much. I'll probably come on once a week and just kind of keep you updated on the trailer and the van, because the van still needs work and I'll probably be working on it. Do some live videos putting the transmission in. Do live videos of putting the gearbox or steering gearbox in, stuff like that. So, and maybe do a couple of videos of whatever. But I noticed YouTube ain't easy. It's hard to get subscribers. So I'm not even worried about that. I'm just, trying to keep busy, trying to keep myself entertained, I guess. I'm leaning, turning. Terrible. My camera is terrible. Why? Because it's my phone. It's my phone. It's my phone. You see my mic? DJ. Yes, I used to be a DJ back in the day. Let me see if I clean that lens. Nope, that didn't work. This phone is old. I've had it for quite some time. And man, that is terrible. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's terrible. I used to be a DJ back in the day. Yes. Way back. Way back. But anyway, that's all I got to say. Like, subscribe, hit that bell, get notification. Hopefully you'll watch my next video. And like I said, I'll be posting another video soon about the progress on the trailer. And the progress, I keep pointing with the phone, and that's probably making you dizzy. With the progress on the trailer, progress on the van, and the progress on the land. So, I'm gonna do some greenhouse stuff here, so I can make some food, because it's cheaper to make it yourself than pay somebody for it.